Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back. This is Carrie Waltz. I am trying to film for the first time from my new Samsung Galaxy S20 FE, I believe is what it is. I had hoped to post a video on a demonstration that I did earlier this week. I painted this picture and filmed my painting of it in real time. It was during a class that I had students with, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I've tried to export it from my editing program multiple times and it's just not happening. So in times like that, I just have to walk away and try something else. It was filmed on my old phone, so it might have to do with something of that nature, but if I ever get it figured out, I will post that. But for now, I wanted to follow the commitment I made to myself to try to post at least once a week or close to that. And I'm about to go out of town tomorrow for the workshop that I've been planning for. It's a plein air workshop in Alabama. So today I had to take a detour, and sometimes in life we just have to do that. And when I'm frustrated and irritated with my lack of knowledge of technology or whatever, I have to just slow down and sometimes just turn everything off and walk away. And I know doing this is going to take me a while to learn, and I have to be kind to myself. And so it just became a lesson to me of what we need to do when we learn anything. When I have students come to my house for lessons, or I go teach a workshop, we're not kind enough to ourselves to give us grace to learn. And when we don't expect basketball players to make every hoop when they make a shot, and we don't give them a hard time when they keep going out and practicing and making those shots, we need to do the same thing with our creative lives, or whatever it is that you're trying to learn. I'm learning through video, through reading, through watching other things, and I've got a program I'm working with, but I don't have anybody side by side watching and seeing what I'm doing wrong. So, and that's when I teach online. That's my frustration is too. I can't see what you're doing in person, so I can't quickly help you. So we're all learning, and sometimes our learning is exciting and wonderful, and sometimes it gets just a little frustrating, and we have to take a step back. I'm rambling a little bit. Hopefully it's making sense. But when I have times like this, I also not only want to be kind to myself and know that I'll get this. I will learn, and I will find better ways to do what I want to do, and to share with you things that I hope will help you on your creative journey. But certain quotes are things that I go to, and I have a couple just on the wall, over there on the wall. I just said it was on the wall. Hello. Sorry, redundant. There's no change without a change in routine. And I always know that, but when I heard it put that way, there's no change without a change in routine. Well, in order for me to learn everything I need to do, then I need to schedule time so that I can dedicate myself to that. I might need to sign up for a class. I need to do it more often rather than once a week as far as the editing, so that I can really learn the program instead of going down. I did that last week and it worked. So what am I doing different? There's so many things, common sense, but quotes help me, and certain things that I've been reading lately have helped me. And one of my favorite books, and I don't read a lot, so if I have a favorite book, it's important. check that dyslexic video that you saw. Well, if you didn't see it, it's on my channel. But this is one I'm going through this year. It's Live in Grace, Walk in Love. It's by Goff. And the joy of this book is I can read about a page a day, and I'm through. And gives me a sense of accomplishment. But there was one page in here one day. It was a day of the year 232 that when I wrote it, I teared up because I felt like Bob had just crawled in my head and put in words what I do in my studio and why I create. And it touched me so much that I actually wrote him a letter. I've never written an author before, but he puts his email and his phone number in the back of his books. And I didn't feel right about calling him because I didn't want to interrupt him. So I sent an email, and he was so gracious, and returned a response in less than an hour, and just was anyway. Let me read some of it to you. Excuse my fumbling, but just the title: God made beauty to leave us speechless. He dazzles us so we'll pause and listen for his voice. Oh, that's just the title of the page. And when I hike and I'm going out and looking for things for inspiration, I pause and I'm in awe of the beauty that's around me. And how can you not believe in God when you see things like I've seen, and many of you have? The verse with that: come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get rest. That's Mark 6:31. We all need a place to go and be restored. Maybe it's a family lake home, or favorite hike, or it could be road trips into the country, riding horses, or baking. My fireside place of rest and refuge is a place called the Princess Louis Inlet of Canada. I'll have to edit that out. Sorry about that. It's a place that holds most of my dearest memories. Every time we return to the inlet, I try to scheme ways to... I should not read this. I'm just butchering his words. You see my dislike. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, and reading out loud is not a joy for me. Let me just read the title again, and then the last part. God made beauty to leave us speechless. He dazzles us so we'll pause and listen for his voice. I want you to see what I do to a book when I read it. You see how I underline in different colors because I can't scan very well. So that helps me find things that'll bring me back to what caught my attention. God created beauty like lakes and rivers and forests to dazzle us. They're sanctuaries disguised as nature, reminding us to pause and listen for his voice. We can best tune into God's restorative voice by sitting silent long enough to hear him speak. Thanks for joining me today and listening to my frustrations. I will try not to whine when I post things, and maybe this other thing will work eventually, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to find what I can video with. My camera seems to do fine. But I thought I'd try my phone out. So thanks again. And, share with me whatever. I mean, if you got anything out of this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. Follow me on this journey. Some of it's kind of struggling. It's real. It's not all fun. And I knew it wouldn't be. I knew there would be a learning curve. There's a learning curve to everything that we do in life. And we just need to be kind to ourselves and give us time to learn time to practice, and that's what I want my students to do. I want them to learn a skill, practice it, get comfortable with it, share it with somebody else, and be gracious for them to themselves, and not beat themselves up when it's not beautiful. Paintings go through ugly stages, and some things, not everything works out. You know, not everything's a masterpiece, at least unless God made it. So I'll stop there because I'm rambling. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.